Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dheeraj Chaudhary and today we are going to build a static website using Docker and we are going to host that on nginx. So I will be walking you through how to containerize and deploy a static website using Docker and nginx, and this project demonstrates the practical containerization techniques that are essential for your modern web development or deployment. So we will cover everything from setting up Docker containers to configuring the nginx as a web server. So let's understand this properly, that what we are going to implement based on this architectural diagram. So first we are going to talk about all the files that I have created, the code files, that is the index.html, then Dockerfile, then the dockerignore file which I have added, which is not going to push any unwanted file as part of our build. So once we understand this file, then we are going to go ahead and move to our second step. As part of the second step, we are going to run the build command. What this build command is going to do is it is going to go ahead and create the image, that is a Docker image. So we will go ahead and check if the image has been created successfully or not. Once the image has been created successfully and it has been tagged properly with the latest tag, then we are going to go ahead and run the Docker container by using that specific image that we have created as part of our step 4. So once we do that, what it is going to do is it is going to go ahead and create a container. Now this is, suppose this is a running container. Inside this container, it is going to go ahead and install nginx. Once it installs the nginx, then the index.html file is being hosted as part of the nginx, and when we want to access it, we would be accessing by the port 80. So over here you can see we are also providing the port, that is our port would be 8080 and the container port is going to be 80. So this is what we are going to do as part of our today's implementation. Now before I proceed forward, let me go ahead and show you the steps that we are going to perform. I have documented each and every step over here. So for example, so suppose this is our step 1. So we are going to start from the step 1 over here. So you just have to copy the steps one by one and your project will be created successfully. But don't worry, I will drive you through it one by one. So let's see what is our step 1. So step 1, you have to go ahead and clone this repository that I have created. For doing that, what you will have to do is you will have to go ahead and copy this, or you can also go ahead and copy from here anyways. So once you do that, you have to jump to the terminal and you have to say git clone space, and I will just paste the URL, and you can see it is going ahead and copying my repo that I have shared with you guys. So once it has been copied successfully, then I am going to go ahead and list what all files has been downloaded. So now I will do ls. So you can see a new folder has been created with Docker Nginx static website. So I will clear this and I will go inside that Nginx folder. So once we are inside that folder, I will again run ls hyphen dash lrt, and you can see these are all the files which was downloaded as part of it. So before I go to that, let's understand what we are going to talk about now. So step 2 is going to be, we are going to explore the files that are part of this repository, in which we have index.html file, as you can see over here. So this index.html file is going to have our static website content, which is going to be served by nginx. Then we have a Docker file. It is going ahead and defining how to build the Docker image. And we have a dockerignore file, which optimizes the build by excluding the unnecessary files that should not be part of the build. And the gitignore file, it is going to prevent committing unwanted changes of the files to your Git repository. So let's go ahead and jump to our Visual Studio Code. So once I am on the Visual Studio Code, I will just go ahead and open the index.html file to just give you an overview. This is what the file looks like. Okay, and if I try to open this file, you can see this is how it is going to open. So this is how it is going to load. So if you click on Docker, it is going to open the Docker website. If you are going to click on nginx, it will open the nginx website. And if you are going to click on DheerajTechInsight, it is going to open my YouTube channel. And if you have not subscribed, this is the right time to subscribe my channel. So let me close all this. So this is the index.html and the code that I have written. This is all about it. Now let's understand the main file, that is the Docker file. So as part of this Docker file, what exactly we are doing is, so we are saying from nginx alpine. So this is the image, that lightweight image that we are going to go ahead and pull. Once it has been pulled, then we are going to copy the index.html file from our current directory to the HTML folder. So this is the path in which the file will be stored. Once the file will be stored, then we are going to export the container port, that is port 80. And apart from that, you have the gitignore, where uh, dockerignore, where you can see all unnecessary file has been ignored, and the gitignore, where the git files has been ignored. So this is the file that you need to understand as part of step 2. Now, as part of step 3, what we are going to do is we are going to just now go ahead and build a Docker image. So before building the Docker image, let me take you to my Docker desktop, and right now you can see there is no image existing. So I will take you back to our repo, and over here you have to just copy this command. I will just copy this. So let me clear the terminal. Once I clear the terminal, I will just paste the command over here. But before running the command, let me go ahead and help you understand what exactly the command is. So over here you can see first it says docker build. What docker build does, it is going to go ahead and command the Docker to build an image for us. Then comes -t. So this is the parameter that you use to create tags. So that is why we have mentioned -t, and nginx-static-site is the image name. So it tags the image with the name, that is nginx-static-site. And as we have given full stop over here, this is not an absolute part, this is full stop. So it is going to go ahead and search for Docker file inside the current directory. So by any chance, if you are not inside the current directory and if you are running this command, it is going to fail. So make sure you are inside the cloned repository folder that you have created. Now I will just go ahead and click on enter, and it will start building our image. So once our image has been built, you can see over here our image is available. So the tag is latest and the name of the image is nginx-static-site. Now next command is, as our image has been built, it's time for us to run the container. What exactly this command is? Docker run. Docker run helps us to create and run the container. When we mention -d, so it is going to be running in detached mode. That means when you run the command, it is not going to capture our terminal, it is going to run in the background. Then -p is for port. So over here we are saying our machine port is 8080 and the container port is 80. So this is the port of the communication between them. Then -- name, over here this name is being used to mention that our container name is going to be my-nginx-site. So this is our friendly name that we have given over here. And the last but not the least is the image that we are going to go ahead and use. Let me go ahead and jump to our step 3, copy this command, go back to our terminal, clear the screen, and I will just paste this command over here and hit enter. And you can see it has given us in return the container ID. So now if I say docker ps, you can see this is the same container ID and this is the name of the container. And if you see the container status right now is it has been created 8 seconds before, and this is the port, Docker desktop, over here images, and if I click on containers, you can see there is one container which is up and running over here. Our next step is going to be to check whether our static website is available or not. There are two ways of doing it. You can run this command, that is http://localhost 8080, or if you have your Docker desktop, you can just click on here. So it is also going to go ahead and open the website over here for you, website. And that was our final step. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.